Assalamualaikum. My name is Abdur Rahman and I am here to present the working of Dr. MIPS simulator that is designed for simulating MIPS program for education purpose, and my roll number is 20I2067. So our task is to simulate the working of the for loop. So here we are the code of the for loop that we will simulate the working of this loop in this task. So हमारे पास ये सबसे पहले लोड इमीडिएट की इंस्ट्रक्शन है, जिसके अंदर हम टेम्परेरी रजिस्टर T0 के अंदर 1 वैल्यू लोड करेंगे, जो कि हमारा स्टार्टिंग वैल्यू है 1 से हमने 67 तक जाना है, जो कि असाइनमेंट के अंदर हमारे गिवन है 67 लास्ट 2 डिजिट्स ऑफ माय रोल नंबर. सो वी विल लोड immediate values, that is 67, in register T1, temporary register 1. Next we have the loop. We can say that user defined keyword where we will jump with J statement to this point. So we have in the loop body, first we have a statement that will check branch equal to, and this will check the values of register T0 and T1. If the both values are equal, then it will jump to the branch, and that is at the end of the program, and it eventually stop the execution of program. So when we assemble this code by this button, so assembled code is generated in the assemble tab. We have 5 assembled instructions are generated. So we can here see the data path of the unicycle CPU. That is actually requirement. We have selected the unicycle CPU for simulating. So unicycle CPU simulate the only one cycle of the CPU. So first of all, we have the instruction 0 in our code, and we can see that T0 is 0 and T1 is still 0 because no statement or no command is executed yet, and the value of PC program counter register is still 0. So when we will step forward the program, and the first statement will execute it, and it will affect the value of T0. That we can see that add immediate T0 $0 and $1, that is equal to the our code load immediate 1 value into the temporary T0 temporary register 0. So when we step forward, it will load the value T1 into T0 register, and the program counter is changed with the value of next command. So when we will execute this will load 67 value into the temporary register 1. We will next step forward this command, and it will program counter is changed with the value of 8, and this is the address of the third instruction. This instruction will check the branch equal to, and it will check the values of T0 and T1. If they are equal, it will goes to the end of the program. So T value T0 and T1 are different. T0 is 1 and T0 is 1 and T1 is 67. So when we will step forward, it will shift it to the next instruction, that is at 12th address, and program counter is also incremented to the 12. That is, so here we will add increment the T0 register by the value 1. So here this statement will execute it, and T0 will add up with the 1 value, and it will be eventually the 2, and it will jump to the loop user defined keyword that is here. So here we can see that program counter is 16. Logically the program has ended all the instruction, but here we have the jump instruction in our last statement, so it will jump to the loop keyword that is here on the instruction address number 8. So when we step forward, the program counter value will override with the 8 value that we can see that, and by stepping forward we can see that it will increment the value 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8 and so on until value of T0 is not equal to T of 1, that is 67. So we will completely run this program and finish all its execution to see its statistics. So we can here see that in this situation the value of T0 and T1 is equal and program stops its execution. We can here see the stats of the program here. The program's executed cycles are 201 and its execution time is 186930 picoseconds, and executed instructions are also T01 and CPI is 1 because we have executed cycles are equal to the executed instruction. So we have the CPI is clock per instruction is 1. We can also see the last step by back step. Here we have the value 67, and we will step forward this will goes to the next instruction, that is jump to loop, and value is incremented to 67, that is equal to temporary register 1, and when we will step forward it will check for the both values. If they are equal it will go to the end, that will actually ends the whole program execution. So we have already checked the statistics of this program. So now we have to change our code so we can run this program for reverse order. So we have to start with, now we have to start with 67, and we have to decrement the temporary variable 1 by 1, and when temporary variable 1 temporary register 1 is equal to the value of temporary register 0, it will stop working. So we have first of all we have to here subtract immediate the value of now in this situation not T0, we have to change the value of T1 by 1. So here we can see that when we will assemble this code, assembled code is generated, and here is the main difference, that here we can see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 there are 6 instructions generated for the same lines of code for the reverse order. The reason is that here we can see that subtraction is performed in the 2 steps, that is it will add the value 1 and then it will subtract the added value from the temporary register T1. So the basic difference in the both program are this: here two instructions are generated for the one command that is on line number 9. So we can here see that 9 and 2 instructions generated for the 9 line of code. So here we can see that our T0 is 0, t1 is 0, and program counter also is 0. So we will step forward the program and start its execution. You can see that t1 is equal to the value 1 and t1 is equal to the 67, same as the last program execution. So when we step forward, it will check for the branch equal to, and they are not equal, so it goes into the loop body and add 1 into the uh, 1, and it is subtracted from the t1. So t1 value is subtracted in the, and now in these two execution instruction, so we have the value 66. It will jump to the loop keyword, so it will go same like, and step by step it will decrement its value by 1. So when we will see its total execution and see the statistics, this program executed 266 cycles, while our last program executed 201 cycles, and its execution time is also greater than the last program 248310, and its executed instruction are also 267. So CPI is same as per 1, because we have 267 instruction per 267 cycle. So here is, that's all for today. Here is the code, and thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.